All right, so now let's all just sit down flat on the floor. We just start off with some ankle movements. All right, that was up and down. The next movement we'll be doing with our ankles is just rotations. So try to make a big circle with your big toe. Then on the other side, I'm doing 15 circles on each side. That's clockwise and anti-clockwise for both legs. Go on. All right, so once you've done that, we'll get into a sit. So we'll do a sit. It's going to be like this. It's going to be a hip circle sit. So if you all can see me, my spine is straight, hand is on the floor, and I'm sitting up straight. Main goal here is the spine needs to be straight. Yeah, if you want to keep on the side, then it's like this. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change sides. This is where the tricky part comes in. So I'm going to just take my leg out and go on the other side. Okay, once you've got this, you have to switch back and forth about 10 times. So switch. Every time the chest needs to be out, your spine needs to be straight. Yeah, total 10 times is okay. All right, I guess we have done 10 times. So next what we'll do is we'll add a small mini lunge to it, like a half lunge. So what we're doing is we're just getting up and we're sitting forward. So same thing. So as we switch and then we sit forward like this. Yeah, I'm resting on my ankle. Yeah, my hip is on the ankle. So like this, switch, up and sit. Yeah, just try it out. Go on, guys. Try to sit down so my hip is on the rear ankle. As we go through this flow, you will find a lot of areas being stretched. All right, once you've done that, we'll just sit down straight Again, this time what we'll do is we'll grab one side of the heel, one side of the knee, and just move it like you would hold a small baby. So, want to put the baby to sleep. All the way left to right. The idea is you're trying to cause hip external internal rotation. So that's external rotation of the hip, internal rotation of the hip. Hold it close to your chest and go on all the way left to right. Yeah, we are recording this session. Alright, that's about 10-15 times on one leg, and then I pick up the other one. Exact same thing there. Just hold it close to your chest. Okay, if you've done that about 10-15 times on each leg. Next, we'll get into a butterfly stretch. So in a butterfly position, you can hold your feet together and start flapping your legs like a butterfly's wings. You flap up and down as much as you can. Alright, we'll sit straight again. I'm just going to face the other way so you can see what I'm doing. So sit straight, hands out. Go on, try to make an S. Try touching. You don't have to force your fingers. Don't force your hand. Just try and touch. That's also about 10 times. Yeah, 10 times on each side. Alright, once you've done this, we are going to lie down flat on the floor. And you're going to raise the leg. You're going to raise one leg up as high as you can and slow down. Try to push the other one. Yeah, try to block your knees and try to push the other leg down into the floor and straight. Also 10 times on each leg. Alright, so if you've done 10 times on each leg, what we'll do now is we'll get both the legs up. Keep them up as high as you can. Enough. Keep one up and have the other one go down. Back up. Then the other one goes down. Back up. Also 10 times. Yes. Go on. Also 10 times. Alright, if you've done that, we're going to make a figure 4 up and just try to pull it in towards your body. Get a nice stretch on the hip on the side. You hold this for 20 seconds on each leg. For 20 seconds on each leg. Once you've done that, get both feet together in a 90-degree position. Take it from left all the way to right, and again to the left and right. You do this 5 times on each side. Keep lying down, guys. Keep lying down. We're going to hold our toes next. So just grab our toes and start rocking on the floor. What you want to do is you want to round your back up and rock the spine on the floor. Just like a rocking chair. Alright, good. Once you've done that, we are going to do a crunch hold with your raise up legs. So here, hands on your chest, up and hold. Just curl yourself up, round up your back, up and hold into a crunch position. Alright, that's a good hold. Now we're going to go lie down on our chest and start with the same thing, the S, as you were doing on the seated position. So lie down on your chest, hands by your side. Let's do this 5 times on each side. Go on. Alright, if you've done that 5 times on each side. Alright. Just join us in, Pooja. We're into some mobility floats there. Alright, so next, if you've done the S movement, we're going to get into a cobra pose. So go up as high as you can. Look up to the ceiling. We'll do this 5 times. Just go up and 1, 2, down. So after you've done it 5 times, we'll switch to a cobra pose. Sorry, from a cobra pose to a child pose. So we switch back. And back to cobra. Switch back to child. Back to cobra. 5 times in total. Alright, we'll get in the crawling position. And get into cat to camel. So hunch and push back. And push back. Alright, so if you've done this, then we'll go into some shoulder rotations. So sorry, full torso rotation. So again, shoulder slide through. Hold 1, 2, and back. Then again, shoulder slide through. Hold 1, 2, and back. We'll do this 5 times on each side. Alright, if you have completed that, get into a crawling position and we'll just crawl 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. It's a very easy crawl. What you need to do is try to coordinate the full movement. Don't stop at any movement. So it's a single movement crawl. Try to coordinate your lower and upper body to work together. No, the knees on the floor. We're just doing a regular crawl right now. We will be moving into bear crawl soon. All right, next, we'll get in the bear crawl position. So exact same crawl position, except your knees go up. So knees up in the air. And what we're doing is we're just tapping the opposite side knee and back. Try to keep your knees as close to the floor as possible. All right, if you've done that, we'll just go a lateral bear crawl. So get in a bear crawl position, do a lateral bear crawl walk. Try to keep it as smooth as you can. Go on. All right, take some rest, about 10 seconds of rest. We'll go on to the next one. All right, next in the same bear crawl position, we'll go into a sit through. So this, rotation, kick out, rotation, kick out. No, from the bear crawl position. Do it slowly, do it gracefully. You're just trying to do it smooth. It's not about the number of reps. All right, do it a couple of more times and take some rest. We'll get into a downward dog position next. Try to push the weight back, forward. You will not be able to keep the heels on the floor when you come forward, but you will be able to do it when you go back. You can widen up your feet stance. That would make it easier. Not really. It's just rocking. So dynamic downward dog. So just rocking in that position. All right, let's get back to a simple crawling position. This is a regular crawl. So what we're going to do is, from the crawling position, crawl back, get into a bottom of a squat, and go backwards, and get into a crab pose. So, forward, into, okay, sure. So here, in a crawling position, walk back, you get into the bottom of a squat, and get into a crab pose in the back. Push your hip up, and come back. Yeah, you can keep your knees off. So for most people, knees are on the floor. For anybody for whom this is very easy, you can keep your knees off the floor. Go ahead, take it. Yeah. Right, about 5-7 times, guys. Do this, but at least 5-7 times. All right, next we're just getting in a wide stance. So standing, not exactly standing, we're on the floor. It's wide. So we're going to shift our weight to the side, from left to right, like a side lunge, but this is a stretch. Try to feel a stretch here in the inner thighs of the extended knee. Here. Yes. All right, if you've done that about 5 times on each side, get in this position. What you're going to do is you're going to push off the floor and back. Try not to jerk. If you see the way I'm doing, I'm not putting any jerk on any of my extremities. You try to get your head down as much as you can. Yeah, my knees are not fully extended, but if you can fully extend them, that's fine. We'll do 10 of these, or at least 10 of these. All right, if you've done that, next you get into a prayer squat. That's a deep squat in a prayer position. So you join our hands, take a deep breath inside and go down. So we inhale. It's a 3-second descent. So 3 seconds down while I'm inhaling. At the bottom position, I hold my breath for 3 seconds and then exhale and go up for 3 seconds. So it's a very slow and deep squat along with breathing. So let's go. Inhale, hold, Exhale and go up. 3 seconds every time. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds hold, 3 seconds up. If you have trouble staying in the bottom position, try rocking your hips left or right. So do 10 of these. And I'm much slower than that. Breathe. Good. That's what it is. Again, just to relax your body. You've completed the whole mobility flow from each and every joint, each and every muscle in your body. So I hope you guys are feeling good after this. Yeah. So hope you guys are feeling good. Now it's time to get into some exercise. You relax everything. So we'll do a short exercise today. We'll do a 25-minute session. What we're doing is it's a pyramid style training. So we're starting off with high reps, going on to lower reps, then lower reps, then lower reps, and then repeating it. So what we're doing is 50 jumping jacks to overhead press. So here, I'm going to get my bottle. You guys rest, have some water. Just watch me do all this and then you can start. So jumping jacks to overhead press. So 50 of these. If anybody has problem in jumping, just like always, take a step. But yeah, it's not much of a jump, so shouldn't be much of a problem. All right, do that. Second one is static lunges. So that's 40. That means 20 on each leg. It's not that difficult. So static lunges. We'll get into a reverse lunge position. Hold and go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 20 on each leg. Next is reverse crunches. 30 reverse crunches. Now for any, that's it, 20 at a time, but each leg 20, 20. You're not using any weight for it. It's not difficult. All right, so next is reverse crunch to hip raise, but hip raise is not for everybody. If you are finding reverse crunch to be difficult already, don't worry about the hip raise. So a reverse crunch is this. Just your hip crunch comes up this way. And if it is not that difficult for you, if you can do a hip raise, then this and push up and down. This, push up and down. This is not for everybody. Anybody who finds reverse crunches to be very easy, go for 30 of these. Of course, you can mix and match also. So once again, a reverse crunch is just, you can keep your hands by your sides, go up and down, up and down. The moment you've reached here, the hip is down on the floor, no need to go any further, go back up. So 30 of these. Next is 20 squat thrusts. So we stand in a wide squat. You can stand in whichever squat you find comfortable. Into a squat, hands down, thrust, thrust, up and jump. Of course, people who don't want to jump, that's fine. But squat, back, front, and jump. It's not a burpee. In a burpee, you come down like this. In a squat thrust, you come down in a squat position, hands down. Last one is push-ups. So just 10 of 10 push-ups. So push-ups on the floor or with the knee down or on a high surface. Whatever you guys want to do. If 10 is too easy for you, Yeah, Pranay, 10 push-ups are too easy for you. You can do plyometric. Yeah, what's up? No, no, don't add more push-ups. Usually for the men, push-ups are easier. So for Karan and Pranay, if you can, when you're doing a push-up, at least for the first few, try pushing the floor. Try it.